Hall of Fame Huddle number 2 showcase. This one bigger than the last one. Over 100 girls and 20 college coaches. And all in all, a long day, but I would definitely say a very successful day.
Absolutely. 103 kids. Actually, there was over 25 registered colleges, and several of them brought more than one coach. We're talking where we were over 40 coaches, easy.
And we still had a lot of food left.
Yeah, I'm going to be eating for a while.
A lot of good barbecue in your future.
Absolutely. Old Carolina is always good.
Obviously, you're going to be a little bit biased, but who were some of the players or some of the teams that impressed you?
I'm not biased. A couple kids from out of the area that really impressed me. Bella from Poland. Not even going to try to say her last name. But little 18 point guard, very smooth, knows the game very well. She's definitely got a bright future. Maddie Brown from Toledo Whitmer, fantastic. Plays the game like a boy. You know, shoots very well. It's almost like a surprise if it doesn't go in. The obvious one is Taylor Mikesell.
She's the one I was going to say. I catch myself watching, and I was going to say her Lilac team, it really impressed me. She doesn't play like a sophomore.
No. Taylor's she's got it all. You can watch her all day, and you're not going to find a weakness in her game. Obviously, it's why she's highly recruited throughout the entire country.
Yeah, and there were a lot of coaches that I talked to today that said, you know, we would really like to have her as a D2, D3 program, but so we're just going to watch her and enjoy.
Yeah, the good thing about Taylor is she's so humble. Her and her parents are just fantastic people, and she doesn't have to be at this event. You know, she played out in Colorado Springs for, you know, the USA team. She doesn't need to be here, but she comes here to compete and get better, and you know, she would never make herself superior over anybody. You know, she's always.
I gotta find my cell phone.
Plus, it worked out that she got to play with Caitlin, who was on her high school team, and she looked really good too.
Yeah, Caitlin Tyler, she's a nice ball player, a little bit undersized post, but she works really hard. She's very strong. She gets the job done. I tried this year as opposed to last year to put some kids that play together on the same team just to change it up a little bit, and you know, so you could tell the ones that played together were pretty.
Well, the red team had a couple too from Highland. Yeah, I mean that had to be a little bit of a challenge because you had 6 girls from Highland to begin with.
Yeah.
But Kennedy Schlaball, I got to sit next to her dad, who is probably her harshest critic, but also her biggest mentor. And he was impressed at times, but you can tell the coach in him comes out of just sit there and enjoy.
Yeah, and that's why she's so good. You know, the attention to detail, the work that's put in is second to none. The point guard, the other point guard from Highland, Morgan McMillan, transferred from
she was the other one.
Is absolutely unstoppable. I mean, she is a ball player through and through. She has a complete game, knocks it down from deep, uses her strength and her size to get to the rim. And Ange Troyer from Highland, very good basketball player, probably one of the most underrated, probably because there are a lot of really good players on that team. The lefty down there, she can get it done. You know, she was definitely one of my favorites here this week.
Well, she was one too that I thought of that team. There's a lot of terrific athletes and basketball players, but she was probably one of the most well-rounded, I thought, on that team.
Oh yeah, she's built for college basketball. She's going to be playing college basketball somewhere. She has a good inside game and outside game, built very well. She's definitely a terrific basketball player.
Highland last year gets to the regional semifinals. They lose to the state semifinals. They lose to Fort Loramie. I looked at those 6 girls and I went, okay, you're probably going to see them again down in Columbus.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
And pretty good coaching.
I mean, they're going to run into another Aquinas team again from last year that's probably going to be a little bit better because they're a little bit older. Lake Ridge Academy is pulled in a couple transfers that are really good. And they had 3 kids down here today. 2 of them were over 6 foot. they're going to be really good. So you're going to be looking at a nice regional down there in Massillon for once.
You're ready for the season to start, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Just get football out of the way.
I mean, I watch football while it's here, but I'm definitely waiting for basketball. Brandy Snow's another kid that had a good day for the second year in a row. A lot of the coaches were here to see her specifically because she is a 16 that's still available, and she had a great weekend, a great day. Just another kid that's being highly recruited, and she showed why today. She's definitely a dominant basketball player.
Well, and she was one that we talked about at the end of this event last year, and then going into the season where you kind of put a little extra pressure on her because her team had lost so much from the year before about, hey, you have to be this leader and you have to be good. And, well, I thought from everything I read, she lived up to it.
Well, you know, Brandy and I's relationship's a little bit different in the aspect that we're very close, and I push her beyond belief. You know, people probably wouldn't even understand it if I tried to explain to them. You know, when Brandy and I talk, I hammer her. You know, if I feel that there's even a hint of something that's going wrong, I let her know. Partially because I really want her to be more mentally tough.
Right.
You know, and she's responded to it. She's always a competitor, but she's one kid that I'm never gonna let up on her. You know, she knows that. You know, we butt heads a lot because she's gonna get it from me if I feel like there's something that needs to be said.
Well, congratulations, 2 years down, already planning for the next one, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, there's some young kids. We actually had some really good freshmen and eighth graders here today that I'm really looking forward to get them in here next year and the year after that. Serena Samarone from Canfield, freshman, is unbelievable. I mean, the girl has a little bit of Brandy in her in the respect that she's so physically dominating. She can out-jump you. She can outrun you. She's a superstar waiting to happen. Then a couple of those eighth graders, Mackenzie Green from Hoover is really good, almost 6 foot, runs the point. Lizzie Emery from Nordonia hung in there as an eighth grader and did very well. These young kids, man, they're going to be exciting to watch the next couple of years.
Rich Harland from HOFHuddle.com. You can see the showcase, 2 down, next one already in the works.
The next one of many.